All right, let's dive right in. We're going to get into the blueprint of your mind today to really understand something, well, fundamental. We're talking about the very nature of your beliefs.
Okay, I want you to think about something you believe with your whole heart. I mean, something you'd bet the farm on. Could be about yourself, the world, whatever. Got it? Now, what if that belief isn't permanent? What if it isn't some unchangeable truth, written in stone?
What if it's just stuff that's wired into your brain? Like a physical structure, a network of connections that's been built up, made stronger over time. And here's the kicker. It can actually be rewired. That's the big idea we're going to unpack.
So if we want to know how to rewire a belief, we've got to see the blueprint first, right? Let's start with how your brain even builds its worldview to begin with.
See, a belief isn't just some abstract idea floating around in your head. No way. It has a physical home. It's literally a specific pattern of neurons firing off like a perfectly coordinated dance of electricity and chemistry happening in the most powerful parts of your brain.
And this whole thing happens when three key players team up. You've got your prefrontal cortex, think of it as the CEO of your brain, making the big decisions. Then there's the limbic system, that's your emotional core. It attaches all the feelings to those decisions. And finally, the hippocampus, kind of like the brain's librarian, files it all the way as a memory. And boom, a belief is born, right there from that powerful team up. And get this, every single time you think that thought, you're making that connection just a little bit stronger. Over time, these tiny little neural paths, they turn into massive superhighways. They become the brain's go-to routes because they're easy, they're fast, and they're totally automatic.
So how exactly do these little dirt roads turn into 8-lane superhighways? Let's take a look at the construction process. The main idea here is actually pretty simple. You've probably heard this before. Neurons that fire together wire together. Every time you have a thought, certain neurons light up. The more they light up together, the stronger that connection gets. It's literally your brain's version of practice makes perfect.
Okay, but here's the secret sauce: emotion. When you tie a thought to a really strong feeling, like fear or joy or even anger, your brain basically slaps a giant bright red important sticker on it. And that emotional tag, it makes the whole neural pathway super durable, almost bulletproof. Now, to protect these highways it's worked so hard to build, your brain has this built-in security guard. It's called confirmation bias. And here's the thing. It's not looking for the objective truth. It's on a mission to find evidence. Any evidence that proves your existing beliefs are the right ones. You know how when you decide you want a certain kind of car, you suddenly start seeing it everywhere? That's it. That's your brain filtering reality to make you feel good about your choice. And man, does it make it hard to change your mind. Which brings us to the real conflict in this whole story. If our brains are so good at building and defending these beliefs, what in the world happens when we're faced with something that completely challenges them? Have you ever felt just mentally drained after an argument? Or after hearing something that just goes against everything you believe? That feeling, that kind of mental friction and discomfort, well, that's not you failing at something. That's a real, measurable neurological event. Yep, that feeling has a name. It's called cognitive dissonance. It's basically the mental stress you feel when your brain is trying to hold two completely opposite ideas at the same time. See, your brain loves consistency, and when that's threatened, it starts blaring this internal alarm. And this is where it gets really wild. Sometimes when you're presented with undeniable proof that your belief is wrong, your brain doesn't go, "Oh, okay, I get it now." No, it does the opposite. It doubles down and holds on to that original belief even tighter. It's a crazy defense mechanism where the comfort of being right completely steamrolls the logic of the new information. So it kind of sounds like we're stuck, right? Like we're just prisoners of our own wiring. But that's not the case at all, because our brain has this incredible, almost magical escape hatch. And listen, if you take away only one thing from this, let it be this. For ages, we thought the adult brain was basically set in stone. We now know that's completely wrong. Your brain isn't fixed, it's plastic. It's constantly changing, adapting, remodeling itself based on everything you do and think. This amazing ability is called neuroplasticity. And what it means is that you can literally build new roads in your brain. You can create brand new pathways, and with time, make them the new superhighways. You, yes, you, have the power to change the actual physical structure of your brain. So how do we actually do it? Well, it boils down to three key things. First, repetition. You got to think that new thought over and over. Second, focused attention. You have to consciously direct traffic to that new road. And third, emotional reassociation. You need to attach good, positive feelings to the new ideas to help pave and solidify that road, making it the new go-to route.
Okay, this is all fascinating theory, but let's make it super practical. Here's your very own rewiring toolkit. Real steps you can start taking, like right now.
All right, here are 5 things you can do. First, practice mindfulness. This just means observing your thoughts without automatically buying into them. Second, challenge your own assumptions. Just ask yourself, hey, is this thing I believe 100% true? Third, go seek out different perspectives. This is literally like sending scouts out to find new places to build roads. Fourth, try thought journaling. Writing your beliefs down makes the subconscious stuff conscious. And last, but definitely not least, the most powerful tool of all
Is to stay curious. Seriously, curiosity is the magic ingredient. It replaces that fear of being wrong with the pure joy of discovery. It takes that uncomfortable feeling of cognitive dissonance and turns it from a threat into an awesome opportunity to learn something new. Curiosity is the engine that drives this whole rewiring process.
So, here's the bottom line. You are not just a passenger in your own mind, okay? You're not just passively accepting whatever beliefs got wired in there in the past. No, you are the engineer. You have the power and the tools to redesign the whole system.
Which leaves us with one last question for you. The next time you catch yourself thinking, I can't change, that's just who I am, I want you to just pause and ask yourself, is that really who I am? Or is it just a very well-traveled neural highway? And if it is, where do I want to build the next road?